Oh, well, hello, my wonderful broskies of the Maverick, broskies and broskies of the Maverick Nation. And it is I, the Direction of Maverick. Time for some more What Ifery. Yes, I have been decreasing, the amount of stuff on my, listen, you guys. I've explained it in other videos why I do the things that I do. Why I've been, getting rid of stuff. If I don't think it's necessary, I'm not going to have it on my channel. So just try to flow with me, guys. Flow with me, guys and gals. Anyways, with that being said, here we have this little trinket of what if. What if Zach and Xeno were in My Hero Academia? Part 2. In the last part, basically, Zach and Xeno were both adopted by Endeavor, which just me saying that sounds so freaking. I just. Shit. Wow. And really, I believe that this is supposed to be some time near, I want to say this is some time near freaking, a time where it's the entrance exam. All Might's already done everything he can with the whole, bestowing to Izuku his, one for all quirk thing, and Izuku's been training that, and in the meantime, basically, Zach and Xeno have been doing their own type of training. Just to let you guys know, they're part of the Todoroki family now, because, of what Endeavor did in part 1. And so by the time, it gets for the entrance exam, there's the whole. You guys that might be thinking or saying, well, aren't, Zach and Xeno a little bit little to be, going into UA? Well, that's why I'm going to kind of, age it up, to where, whenever they first entered the whole thing, they were at a certain age. And so I'm going to say that that's how this is going to be feasible, plausible, and all that shiz. So, yeah. Whenever it comes to the whole written exam portion of, written portion of the exam, the UA entrance exam, Zach is probably going to have a panic attack. And Xeno is just going to be, well, this is a thing that's happening. Don't get me wrong, they both pass, but it's a little bit more difficult for Zach. Xeno's just gonna show off, he's just gonna show off. And, well, with that, we have the practical exam. And this is where Zach feels more at home, because, he has that lightning attack. And, Xeno does too, so basically, they turn this whole thing into a race. See who can beat who, get more points, and, get this, to, the finish, and, you know, basically, they make it a race. Even though that's not the point of the practical exam at all, but, whatever. I mean, they destroy some 1, 2, and 3 pointers, and whenever it gets to the 0 pointer, and Izuku is like, he sees Ochako, hears her, like, being all Princess Peach up in this shiz, you know, and they see he's about, like, basically, Xeno sees he's about to jump into the freaking Zero Pointer's face and, like, tear through it from, like, within to, like, turn it off. And Xeno's like, what a dumbass. And, Zach's just like, hello, I think there's a better way to do that. And Izuku's like, what are you talking about? Like, how did you even get here so damn fast? And Zach's just like, let me help you with this here. Razaruk. And then all of a sudden, Zach just Sonic the Hedgehog's his way all throughout the inner, like, systems of the freaking Zero Pointer, and then just comes out the other end. And then it just falls to pieces. So yeah, just Zach just Sonic the freaking Hedgehog, that freaking Zero Pointer. All he had to do was freaking activate Razaruk. And Xeno's just like, well, that was not expected, but whatever. Besides, that thing wasn't even worth any points. And Ochako was just like, she's still under the rubble, and, Izuku gets her out, and he also thanks Zach for, like, whatever he did. And Zach is just like, well, okay, maybe I could help teach you. And then Xeno just stops and is like, don't you remember what that old man said? Not to share secrets? And Zach is like, Xeno, why do you keep on calling Endeavor an old man? And Izuku's like, wait, you two know Endeavor? And Xeno's like, one better. He, kind of forced us into being his children. For some freaking reason. I don't freaking know. Sorry about that, I just had to get something off the screen. I don't even know why he would want us. What's his deal? It almost feels like an inferiority complex. Like, he's trying to get together. And Izuku's just like, okay then. And Izuku just gets Ochako to the recovery girl. And Zach's just like, that Izuku guy seems very pleasant. And Xeno's just like, well, can we just get this over with so that, this can be done and over with? And so they do end up finishing the whole thing. And whenever they get back to basically the place that they now call home, Zach is like, yeah, freaking yeah, we must have done, we must have done freaking amazing. And Xeno's like, we haven't gotten the letters back yet, so we don't know. Besides, Shoto got in because of recommendations. Don't even know what the frick that's supposed to mean. Hey, Dad. You're welcome. What the? Me too. Anyways, basically, Xeno and Zatch both know that Shoto got in because of recommendations. And whenever they get the freaking envelope thing, it's basically only really one envelope. And that's actually because, since they're brothers and they took the thing together, why not just send it and have it to where it addresses them both? Like the hologram. And the hologram of All Might does address them both. And they are told that they passed. And Zatch is even told that he gained some freaking hero points. Rescue, hero, whatever the frick points. For what he did. And Xeno's like, so that 0 pointer is there for the whole action of rescue points. That's why it was there. Crafty sons of... whatever. And Zatch is just like, aren't you excited, Xeno? And Xeno's just like, just leave me alone. And Zatch is just like, whatever. Well, I guess this is another chapter in our new lives now that we're, this. And Xeno was like, what did I just say, Zatch? Leave me alone. And Zatch is just like, fine, whatever. And, it's just, the rest of the day is, it is about as well as it could be with the whole Todoroki family. Zatch and Xeno being in there. Just lopped into the Todoroki family. And for those of you who want to see how the quirk assessment test would go with like Shotai Aizawa and everything, I'm just considering that Zatch might just be oblivious to Bakugo and Ida's arguing. Bakugo and Ida's argument. He would just be oblivious to it. And Xeno would just be like, he would not give two shits about either person in the room. He would not give two shits about anyone in the room. Not even the damn teacher. Because that's just how edgy freaking Xeno is. You just replace his name with Edgy Zatch. And so yeah. That's a thing. And as for the quirk assessment test, and the whole thing about being expelled or not being expelled, Xeno is able to tell that's probably a lie. But Zatch, on the other hand, he's a little bit too, just not. So he would not be able to tell that was probably a lie. But hey, nobody would get expelled, and Zatch would get around the same score as Izuku anyways. And Izuku has one for all. I mean, it isn't that powerful of a one for all at this point, but he's still got, the same score as someone with one for all. I mean, come on. A one for all user. And you could just call that main character syndrome, but, whatever. Freaking just Xeno and Zatch are like two totally different things. It's like the freaking odd couple. And Shoto would keep this in mind, and he would just be like, yeah, they're my brothers, not by blood, but does that really even matter? Because obviously he would not give a shit either. And eventually, yeah, that would be the end of the first day of UA. Because of the whole quirk assessment test. I just explained how that would work. You know, Zach would probably not get that high of a score. His score would probably be around the same as Izuku's. And, Xeno, his score would probably be the same as Shoto's. Just because, like, I guess if he wants to try, he can. If he doesn't want to try, he doesn't have to, but whatever. Anyways, Alonzi analysis, because this is the end of part 2 of What If Zach and Xeno were in My Hero Academia. What was my outro again? Anyways, Alan's gonna douse this because the Dark Side Maverick is out. OUT out of here. Bye. I cannot believe I had to do my intro twice. Bye.